Hi, Daryl at Curated. I've helped hundreds of people like yourselves find the right ski gear for them at Curated.com, and today I'm back again reviewing the Lib Tech UFO 105s and a 185. Just one quick note before we get started, we're not getting compensated by any of these brands for these reviews, so they're entirely unbiased. These are very surfy and soft, so these are not going to be a great ski if you just want to pin it and have your ski be super stable underfoot. The more balanced and centered you are, the better time you're going to have on these. I think they're really fun in certain environments, but definitely not a great carving ski, so just be aware of that. This is going to be an awesome ski as like a daily driver for regions that get more snow, such as Colorado, where we are right now, or in Utah, some western regions as well. I don't think this is going to be a great ski for the Pacific Northwest or the East, given that they have really heavy snowfall, wet snowfall in the Pacific Northwest and icy terrain back east for the most part. These actually have a considerable amount of rocker in them, so you can see when you push out the camber in the center that the tips of the skis start to diverge more than you would see in more like a traditional carving ski. That's not mirrored so much in the tails. The tails have a little bit less rocker. They do have a small amount of camber in them, so they can hold an edge, but again, the more balanced and centered on the ski you're gonna be, the better it's gonna feel to you, just because of how the side cut is. They're kind of a mid-fat waist width at 105, and the tips and tails don't have too dramatic of a side cut to them. So yeah, these are gonna be a solid ski in some fresh snow. I would have expected them to pop a little bit better actually off of knuckles. Felt that some of the energy that I wanted to get out of the ski actually just reverberated back into the ski. These are really easy skis to control. The one thing I will say is that when you get up to speed and try and dump speed super fast, they're going to chatter under your feet. So I would say it's best to try and scrub speed a little bit or smear your turns if you're going to be skiing consistently fast. They're not great at going back and forth from high speeds to low speeds. I did feel like every time I tried to dump a large amount of speed, the Magne-Traction would engage right up here, right where the rocker starts to stop, and kind of catch a little bit. So just be aware of that. I would really love to try these skis in some fresh snow. I think that they would be way more fun skiing in powder, probably chunder. I would honestly think that these would be awesome for spring skiing, so I would love to come back and try them again in the spring.
Overall impression is these are a 105 underfoot, ski them in soft snow mostly. They're kind of a softer flex. They're going to be something that you can pop around on, make quick turns. You could honestly probably take them through the park a little bit. They're going to be kind of wide. Very much of like a quick turner for off the groomers if you want to ski some powder moguls. Any sort of day where there's like 4+ inches and you don't want to straight line it, like these will be a fun time. This is like a buttery, poppy, flexy ski. If you care more about like quick maneuverability in the trees and off the groomers rather than just like pointing it straight, this will do really well. And if you want to like pop around and ski switch and have a fun time, like this will be a great ski for that. So this ski is not a groomer ski. It'll do fine on a groomer as long as it's not super icy. This is not optimal for someone who's not looking to kind of just like bounce around the mountain. If you're looking to like ski smooth and have a lot of stability, this is not gonna be fun for you. So this is a pretty soft flexing ski. Like even just like trying to flex it earlier, like you can really wrench the tips. It was almost kind of scary before I got on them. They do ski better than that. Like they do feel more stable than it felt like just like around the lodge here. That being said, like you can butter these, you can have a fun time on these, you can like pop off of stuff very well on them. So these being a softer flexing ski, they're gonna be really fun in powder. But if it's more chopped up powder and you've got to kind of punch through it, they're not gonna like punch through quite the same as a stiffer ski. But the bonus is that you're gonna have the ability to kind of pop around and play around in the powder. So it's kind of a trade-off. Like this is more on like the playful side, whereas you could go for another ski of like similar width for skiing the powder.
I would recommend this to someone who's a little bit more new age, free ride oriented, who wants something that they can kind of smear around all over the mountain, something they can take in the trees. This pivots extremely quickly, and I definitely felt the Magne-Traction like engage whenever I went from edge to edge. So if you want something that pivots fast, that you can, do a lot of short radius smeared turns on, these are a great bet. If you want a carving ski, do not buy this ski. It's not going to treat you very well. I will say this is a 185. I'm 5'4", about 130 pounds. So if I sized down in this, I would have felt significantly more concerned about crashing at speed. So if you do want something that's going to be more stable at speed, I definitely size up with these. Definitely not for someone who likes to have metal in their ski. These are going to feel really unstable to you. If you, again, are a really surfy skier, like to butter a lot, these are a super good option for you. If you want help sorting through all the millions of options that there are on the internet for skis and boards, click the link below, get connected to an expert at Curated, and we can help you find the right setup for you.